Hello, and welcome to the video review of the Agent Contact Portal preferences within FlexMLS. What this video review will include is the settings that are included that control your contact portal and some subscription email settings. So let's begin. So once you log into Flex in your main menu tree to access your Agent Contact Portal settings, over here, this is your main menu tree. You may see your menu at the top of the screen. I'll just show you what that looks like. So if you don't see your menu down the side, look for it at the top in the tabbed formats. Okay, I'm going to switch it back. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on Preferences in the main menu tree, and then you're going to click on Portal Preferences. This will bring you to the Portal Preferences screen. This first section applies to your portal URL. This is the URL or web address that your contacts will use to log into to access their search listings. If you do not have an active portal, you won't see the rest of these settings here, and this would be set to off. So what this first field is asking, it wants you to give your portal URL a name. So this is the name of my portal URL, and you can see it right here, your portal URL. So this is the address that my customers will log into to access their listings in the portal. If you'd like to edit this, you can to change it to a different name if you'd like, or hit suggest and let the system suggest a name. So we are already active here. So if you needed to do that, you put on and then you click save, and then you see these settings. Mine is already on, so you see that by on. So we're going to go to our next section, which is the invite. This is the canned message that is sent out to your customer when you create and enable a portal for them. So this checkbox is selected by default. When creating new accounts, automatically send invite. So this message that you see below, along with the subject line, will automatically go out to your customer when you create a portal for them. Subject line, a portal has been created for you. And the message reads, I've set up a customized website called a portal for you. Using this site, you can keep track of listings, send me messages, and keep track of listings you like and dislike. Follow the link below and enter your login information to begin using your portal. Once you are on the website, be sure to save the address as a favorite so you can easily visit again. In the lower right panel of the home screen, you will be able to change your password to whatever you like. You can edit this text to read whatever you like it to read. You can add, you can subtract, you can jazz it up by giving it a different color, changing the font using the tools that you see above here in the bar. All right, moving on down is the business card section. The information that you see here is pulled from your profile. So whatever you have entered into your profile, it will pull here. If you've got a photo entered in, it will pull in. It'll pull your name. If you've got anything entered into the marketing name, that'll pull there. If you have any designations entered for yourself, that will appear there. That second line will be your office, the brokerage you belong to. If you've got your address in there, it pulls your phone number, your email address, and your web address. Just to point out where that comes from, I'm going to come back over here underneath preferences, but this is located in my profile. And then quick profile maintenance. So there's the marketing name, my email address, my phone number. I've got my website in there. That could be your personal website or your company's web address. I've got my address in there. You don't need to put your company's name in there. I just popped it in there because ours comes up as staff. Physical address. This bio box shows on the contact portal dashboard. So if you wanted to put something in there, your customers will see this on the login screen when they log into their portal. That's your portal URL, and this is where you can add your designations. All right, I'm going to navigate back over to portal preferences. The next section applies to the subscription email. If you have your customers set up on a subscription email, also called the automatic email, you can choose what events will trigger a listing to be sent to that customer's subscription. So here, whenever a new listing comes onto a market, a brand new listing, and it meets your customer's parameters, you can have that. Of course, you want that to be a trigger. If there's any price changes that meets your customer's parameters, you can have that triggered. If you like for sold listings to be included, you could select that. If an open house has been added and it meets your customer's parameters, you can have that. Any pending, you can, if you'd like. Back on market, those are listings that have expired and gone back on the market, or have been temporarily withdrawn and gone back on the market. Extension applies to listings where the expiration date has been extended out. You can trigger that as a resend. And status change. If you have a search set up, maybe a sold search set up, so if your customer is interested before they list their homes, maybe they'd like to see what's going on in their area for like properties, you can have a search set up whenever a search sells in that area to trigger as a consent. But the most important feature of the status change are delayed listings that are changed to active. Those are considered a status change. So if you'd like for your search to capture those listings that go from delayed to active, you must have this selected. Okay, and that will add them also to your news feed by default, which is the subscription email feed. Moving on down the line, we're down to the portal preferences section. So this applies to the portal, whether or not if you have a subscription active or not. The first feature is exclude these listing statuses from appearing in the news feed, which is the subscription news feed, unless the status is included in the search. So if you don't want off-market listings appearing in the news feed within the portal, you can exclude those statuses by selecting them here. So my setup will include active listings, and delayed listings will appear in the portal. Delayed listings do not go out by subscription email, but they will appear in the portal. The next feature, listing links from email show. This also applies to the subscription email links. When those links go out, the default is the news feed. What the subscription news feed is that any listings that have been emailed by subscription will appear in the news feed, and the news feed will keep a history of those previously sent listings up to 50. So as your customer receives the new listings for their search, those newer ones will appear at the top of the list, but they can always move down the news feed to see listings that they had previously received by email. That is the default for everybody. If you like the listing links to open up just to the emailed listings, the new listings for that particular email, that would be this status, emailed listings. So when your customer receives those new updated listings, maybe there was only 2 in the email, when they open up the subscription newsfeed link, it'll open up just to those 2. That takes away that history of previously received listings. Next is the saved search. You can have that link open up to those new listings, but open them up in the search that you have saved to that customer's file. So remember, whatever setting that you have saved here is global for all of your customers. It'll apply to everyone that's on the subscription and portal. Okay, there's ways to change that per customer if you'd like to, and we'll review that in the video called Contact Portal Agent Side. The next setting applies to the start position, and you see I have default there. What that means is when you open up the portal and you look at that search, what tab did you want it to open up to? Default is the detail tab, the list tab that shows the list of listings. You can choose to have those listings open up to the map tab, the detail tab, which is the report, the photos tab, which is the listing photos on the listings. You can have it open up to any videos or virtual tours, or to the messages tab. Default is the safest bet to open up to the list tab. That basically creates consistency for your customer, so they know, it opens up to the list. If I'd like to navigate to details or navigate to the photos, that gives them those options. Next is the list view. What view did you want to display on the list tab? You can choose from already preset view, maybe you've created a view that you like, or to use the view associated with the search. So if you have it set up on a single family search, it'll open up to the single family view. If you have it set up on a vacant land search, it'll open up to the vacant land view. And each view has columns that are particular to that property type. Next is the list sort. How to sort those listings on the list tab. Did you want to sort the listings by the new or recently changed first in the list? Regardless of the price, it'll be the price changes, the status changes. Or did you want to use the sort that's associated with the view that you're using? Maybe that view uses list price, ascending to descending, or the flip, descending to ascending. You can choose whichever you like. The next section are the details that are included, or the data on the listings that you want to show in the portal. You can choose the report type that you like. From this drop down list, you guys usually use some version of the full. I like the full report additional photos because that has the business card, your business card, at the upper right corner of that report. You can choose to include the mortgage calculator that gives that tool for them to play around with based upon the list price, what they've been approved for as far as their loan and the down payment they'd like to use. Photos is the photo tab. If there's any videos or virtual tours attached to listings, those will be included if you have these boxes selected. Keep in mind, videos and virtual tours can be branded, so they may look like little mini listing commercials for the listing agent. The map is the map tab that shows where the listings are located. Messages is the messages tab that allows your customer to send you messages on specific listings. And the branding, that's your business card. Of course you want that there. You can choose to have that business card located at the top of the page, the bottom of the page, left side or right side. And then the background color. When they open up their portal, that background color of the frame, you can choose that by clicking this little box, choosing your primary color, and then moving this circle to whatever color that you want. Maybe if you have your photo in your profile, you want it to color coordinate with what you're wearing in the photo. Just a tip. Once you've made these changes, you can click on Save to save your settings, or you can click on Save and View just to get an example of what that portal would look like. So that was my business card that you saw flash across the top. So this is basically showing you the settings that you have for your portal. And videos and virtual tours, if they are attached, there'll be links there. These are the tabs that you chose to include. If I click on Home, Dashboard, that's where you can see that business card branding at the top, whether if you want it at the top, the bottom, the left, or the right hand side of the screen. And this is your little help file that you've got there. This will conclude our video tutorial of the Agent Contact Portal Preference settings. Hope to you visit our other portal videos that are listed, which will be the Contact Portal Agent side, the Contact Portal Contact side that go along with this. Thanks.